Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, we are settled in the new apartment, new bedroom, all that stuff. There's actually a tour on my second channel of the entire apartment if you want to check that out. There's also a video on this channel of bringing Edward over there 1,000 miles to Dallas, Texas from Augusta, Georgia. So if you want to check that out, I'll put links to both of those in the description. But without further ado, this video is going to be a tier list of reptile YouTubers. What I mean by that is YouTubers that primarily focus on reptiles. The majority of the videos have reptiles in them. So some of these people do other stuff, but the basis is that these YouTubers need to own reptiles, and the majority of their videos need to have reptiles in them. So these are some of the reptile owners that I know from YouTube. Obviously, there's many more. I could name many more, but a lot of them I don't watch very often or haven't watched them in the past, so I don't want to be judging them based on finite knowledge. So these are the 8 reptile YouTubers that I know well enough that I feel like I can put them on a tier list and have decent values for them. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Okay, so first here on the left, we got Snake Discovery. They have 2 million subs, one of the bigger reptile YouTubers for sure. They breed reptiles, do all that kind of stuff. They're a great channel. I really like them. We're not going to go ahead and start them, go through all of them first, just to give you a little overview. Clinch Reptiles, he sits down in front of a desk kind of like this, and he goes over care of each different reptile. Not super specifically, but in general, how easy they are to take care of. Some basic care needs, things like that. He's very cool. This is Brian Barclays, I think his last name is pronounced. I don't know, it's kind of weird. He breeds, he owns a store, all that stuff. He has some controversy about him, so I don't know how high we're going to rank him, but as far as husbandry and stuff, he has some controversy, so who knows, we'll see where that goes. This is my dude Go Herping. He is a lovely guy, man. I love this dude. Young kid. He actually sells animals online. He does YouTube videos. He does all kind of stuff. He is awesome. So that is Go Herping. Next we have Kamp Kenan. This dude knows everything there is to know about turtles. He is a turtle man through and through. You should go check him out. He has some land in South Florida that he keeps tons of tortoises and other kinds of animals. Lizards. I don't know if he has any snakes. I haven't watched him a ton recently. He might. I don't know. He has a lot of reptiles. So that is Kamp Kenan right there. Next we have Jay's Prehistoric Pets, which I'm sure you've heard of. You've probably seen him with celebrities like David Dobrik, all of them. I think he's out of California. He breeds reptiles, all that stuff. He's kind of in the same realm as Brian for me, but that's just me. We'll see where we put him on the tier list. And then next we got Jacob Fetter. He's definitely less known than some of these other guys, but he's obviously very passionate about reptiles, animals in general. Obviously you can see he's with a tiger, so he doesn't just do reptiles. And then lastly, we have Chandler's Wildlife. This guy does a lot of venomous species stuff. He's very cool, super awesome guy. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. Let's just start from the front at Snake Discovery. Now, Snake Discovery I've watched for years now. It's just a lady and her husband, and they do pretty incredible videos. They have a good balance of husbandry, like facts, things like that help you take care of your animal, and also just cool stuff like watching animals hatch, all that kind of stuff. So they're very cool. They do some breeding, so a lot of their enclosures are going to be smaller, like breeding enclosures, but they also have some cool ones like for their garter snakes. They have big enclosures, which are super awesome to see. I'm gonna go ahead and put them at S tier. They're very solid. Really can't complain about Snake Discovery. I don't have any controversy about them really. They're actually opening, I think they call it like a museum or zoo or something. They bought like a warehouse, so that's very cool. Next is Clinch Reptiles. Clint is actually friends with the people from Snake Discovery, and dude, I just love Clint, man. He's a super nice guy. You can tell he's extremely passionate about animals. The only thing that I could harp on him for is probably not giving specific enough caretaking like guides for the animals, but he does do an incredible job. I'm gonna go ahead and put Clint up there with Snake Discovery as well, because they are both definitely A tier. Now Brian, as I mentioned before, Brian has some controversy, but he has cleared some of those things up as far as husbandry and that kind of stuff. It does seem like he does things with his animals just for the videos, which isn't always a bad thing, but it definitely can be. And I'm gonna go ahead and put Brian at C. I don't think he's as bad as some people think he is, but he's not the best reptile YouTuber by any means. Next, we got Go Herping. This kid is awesome. He does extremely long, detailed videos on husbandry, even other things like his business, his online reptile selling business. He's very detailed, really knows his stuff. He's a little bit awkward, which I love. His videos are great. He talks about his shyness and awkwardness stuff. It's great. You should go watch Go Herping. I'm gonna put links to all these channels down below, you guys, so you can go check them out. see what you like. I'll try to put them in the order that I have them on here. I'm not sure if I'll remember to do that, but we'll see. I'll try to. I think he deserves S tier. He only has like around 500,000 subs, so he's smaller than the majority of these channels, but man, he's a great guy. You should definitely go check him out. Now next we got Kamp Kenan. Kamp Kenan, I found him, I think, from either Paul Cafaro or the people over at Aquascape, which we've done videos about before. He is awesome too. He knows incredible amount of information on turtles. It's pretty insane. His production quality isn't as high as some of these other channels, but I think he's like pretty much a one-man gig. I think he has a cameraman and that's it. He doesn't have super high production value, but he gives a lot of good information. Kamp Kenan is awesome. Definitely go check him out. I'm gonna have to put him S tier 2. Hopefully that'll be a last S tier. We don't want to clog up S tier up there with Go Herping, but here we're gonna go ahead and put Kamp Kenan in S tier. Whoops, there we go. So we got 2 in S, 2 in A. I think I'm feeling pretty good about this so far. Next we got Jay's Prehistoric Pets. Man, Jay is cool, but you know how I mentioned about Brian, how he does things just for the video? I would say Jay does that to a even greater extent. Maybe his husbandry is better than Brian, but he really does stuff just for videos, like taking snakes places to have celebrities take pictures with them and things like that. And I think it can definitely be stressful on animals and not the best example of how you should care for your animals. So we're gonna put Jay at C with Brian here. I actually put him in front of Brian just because of the husbandry stuff. There we go. And then now we got Jacob. My man Jacob is awesome. He seems to care a ton for his animal. I don't know if his husbandry is top tier like Go Herping, Kamp Kenan, Snake Discovery, people like them, but he's very passionate. He's young, enthusiastic. He does do a little bit of clickbaity type stuff, so we're gonna have to ding him some for that. But I love Jacob. If you haven't checked him out, go check him out. Go check out Paul Cafaro, his friend too. Paul is awesome. Paul's actually the reason I started YouTube. I was super inspired by him. 19-year-old dude bought a house when he was 18. It's crazy, man. But go check out Jacob Fetter. I think we're gonna put him in B tier. That seems like a good spot for him. Not quite as an expert as Snake Discovery, Go Herping, people like that, but he does mix the herping side of actually going out, finding animals, things like that, with the husbandry, which is very cool. I love to see that. I like a variety on his channel, so he definitely does that. And then lastly, we got Chandler's Wildlife. He does a lot of stuff with the venomous animals, so if you like venomous stuff, as you can see, he has a tarantula on his face right there. If you like venomous stuff, definitely go check him out. He does a lot of stuff with cobras, elapids, all that kind of stuff, so go check him out. I know you'll really enjoy his videos. He also does some clickbaity stuff, but who doesn't? This is YouTuber talking about. I think Chandler is kind of on tier with Jacob in this. I know this kind of ended up being 2, 2, and 2 and 2, which is kind of weird, but that's honestly a pretty good layout. No D tier. None of these people were horrible. If you have any suggestions for people I should have added to this, maybe I'll do a part 2 eventually, but for now I think that's it. That's our reptile YouTuber tier list. Guys, I'm thinking about doing another tier list, but this one is just going to be animal YouTubers, so people like Paul Cafaro, Blake's Exotic Animal Ranch, who else, Catch 'em All Fishing, people like that who keep different kinds of animals. I know Catch 'em All just does mainly fish, but just people like that in general, we can bunch them all together because those are the YouTubers that I watch probably the most out of anyone. As I said, Paul Cafaro is a big reason I started this channel, but I think that is about it for this one, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you think I did something wrong on this tier list, please let me know. I would love to hear about it. And just like that, I think it's about time to go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. New videos coming pretty much every day while I'm here in Texas, either on this channel or the second, which will be linked down below, so make sure you check that out. Guys, I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell on, do all that good stuff. Y'all know what to do. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Peace.